We'll see. Oh, we're live.
Oh, wonderful.
We're live. Hey, how is everybody?
Good morning, where we are, or good afternoon, wherever you might be.
Yeah, so tell us, what are we going to ask them today?
Well, do you have any events going on this weekend? Anybody have a graduation or any kind of event at all?
Say yes or no in the chat. Why or yes? No. Do you have any events
I'd say yes. Today we have graduation going on in my family. Yes. Nonstop. Yes. It is the month of May. You know, we didn't talk about it, but you know that game Mother May I? We're in May now. Can you believe we're in May? Do you remember Mother May I?
I love that game.
Stand in the line and you say Mother May I, and then what do? You
ask a question. So
Mother may I take 3 steps.
Take 3 steps, yeah. Because
you're
trying to get closer.
You're trying to get closer to mom.
Okay.
And so then the mom says, yes, you may. And then they say, Mother, may I, make one hot. Right. Now, if we say yes,
then you get to do it, right?
Then you get to do
Otherwise,
it. But if they don't, then they say, well, can I do a jumping jack?
And they didn't say Mother, may I. So then do you have to go backwards?
And then you have to go backwards.
Okay. I can't remember.
Anyway, crazy day with lots of different things going on. I'm Dawn.
I'm Risa.
And we're good friends.
So if you're joining us today for the first time, this is episode 11. I think it's number 11. I have to go count. But so this is episode 11. 111.
111.
Not 12. Not 11. I think it's 111.
We'll do the whole candle thing again.
I don't know. We're not going to go there. We always have these like inside jokes going.
Sorry.
She talks about stuff and you have no idea what she's talking about.
I'm so sorry. I put the wrong amount of candles on my son's birthday cake. Just for those of you who have ever made that mistake.
It was really funny. It was really funny.
I'm sorry.
We're going to have to explain that one.
Yeah.
So this is our 11th episode.
And what we do,
we are here because we love to share stuff. Whatever we learn, we like to share it with you because it's made our life better, right. Whether it's health issue things or mindset things or business things or money things, relationships, anything.
All kinds of things about
all
health.
Kinds of things. We just love to share.
Healthy conversations.
Yep, healthy conversations. And so that's why we're here. And we do have, I think this is our 11th episode. So I have all the rest of the episodes are on a YouTube channel.
That's right.
A playlist, and I'll post those in the comments if you want to check them out. We would appreciate it. So if you're just joining us, let us know, do you have any events happening this weekend? Now, we do have Mother's Day this weekend, right?
Oh, my goodness, of course.
So happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.
So
all the work you did, seen and unseen.
Oh, lots of unseen.
Lots of unseen work.
Heard and unheard. So I think I'm going to go to the Adventure Park Sunday.
Oh, that is fun. Is that where you do the zip line? And
you do stuff through the trees. And we have one in Virginia Beach. It's so much fun. One year, Pete and I got a season access to a pass, yearly pass. That was our Christmas present. It was so much fun.
Well, it's fun when you get to pick the thing you want to do as opposed to, coming at you and like, thank you for this bedroom slipper set. But I really love it. I really love it.
You are too funny.
No, my kids, we were going to go tubing, but we decided that the water was going to be too cold.
Yeah, it's just.
We're going to have a delayed Mother's Day event, and we're going to do it the May 23rd or like at the very beginning of June. So that's our plan.
Okay, that works.
But we have something pretty exciting to talk about today. We have
something exciting today. So we're always doing things to grow our mind, expand what we know, our knowledge. And so we've read different books together. And on one of our first episodes, we shared one of the books that made a really big impact on our health. Huge impact. So if you read personal development books, put PD in the comments and let us know. Do you read them? And if so, hey Ingrid, how are you? If you read personal development books and you have a good one, like one that you recommend, we would love to know. So if you post that in the comments, that would be awesome. But we shared one called Power Habits. About affirmations. And then we said you could get our 5 top affirmations. And that was a really cool one that we've read. So we've read different ones together and with other people. And it's a lot of fun when you do that because you kind of talk about them. It's like basically a book club, but we usually do personal development.
It's not so structured and you don't have to show up exactly.
Yeah. We're very laid back with our book club.
But we did, and also like they say, take 3 days and go through these things. Well, it takes me like a week to go through the first chapter. So would you mind to slow down a little bit? I'm in fact in reading one right now with a friend of mine. And I think I might have brought it. Oh, have y'all seen this one? I'm doing Dream Big. Logged up. And it's actually this sequel to something else, but I think you've said you have done this book in the past.
See, no, I thought it was that book. It was the other. It was
another dream book.
Yeah,
okay.
It was another.
We're all about dreaming big. I mean,
book.
if we don't pursue these things, we're not going to ever find them.
Right.
I mean, no one's going to do it for you.
That's a good point.
I think that's a big deal. And I think that's why we're friends, is we're
Yeah.
both kind of pushing forward. And I think there's something in all of us that wants to, there got to be a little bit more here. Is there a little bit more?
Yeah.
Is there a little more for me?
A lot of people, though, I think they just kind of settle and they're comfortable and, well, I'm happy. I got enough stuff. And they just
well, you can get caught
that,
in a rut. That's true. I mean, you can definitely get caught in a rut.
I was caught in that rut for a long time. You just go to work, you do your thing, you come home, you watch
But
TV,
I didn't really know that there was this other thing called personal development out there. I didn't even know.
I didn't either. So yeah, if you have any books, type them in the chat for us. If you do personal development, let us know. And if you're watching
to land
the
that
replay,
plane, first chapter,
put replay, put hashtag replay.
I was not able to do that in 1 week. The first chapter of this Bob Goff book, it's taking me about 3 weeks to get through that first chapter.
Sometimes we have that happen. I think when we did Power Habits, we had so many pages we were supposed to read, but then you get distracted, you have other things happen, or life happens.
Yeah.
And we weren't always.
Do you know what the first question is? The first question I couldn't answer. What did you want to be when you were a child? Like what was your dream when you were a child?
So yeah, what was your dream?
What was your dream when you were a child?
Tell us in the comments. Like, what was your dream?
And just
good morning, Deb.
Just right off the cuff.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, what was your dream as a child? I don't remember anything until the age of 8 when I wanted to be a teacher. I don't remember anything else. Like, I don't have that many memories before that anyway.
I just wanted to be Cher.
I wanted to be Cher. You wanted to sing and be.
Yeah, and I couldn't sing. And joke's on me because I cannot sing.
Oh, you're too funny.
Anyway, all those cool outfits she wore. I know, but
she wore wacky
I miss the
outfits. Like half the time she had like no clothes on.
Well, right. I'm not saying I
can't see
no. I would not do that. I would not.
Pretty
do
lit.
that.
She had really wild outfits. Yeah,
No.
I remember Sonny and Cher. They used to have that.
Yeah,
show,
and then we had a little
to watch that.
Yeah. We're dating ourselves, but let's move to today. So let's move to what we're working with.
Right. What are we talking about today? Oh, books. So we're talking about books, and we love to read books together. We love to share. And if you have personal development books or book recommendations, we would love to hear them because we're always looking for new books. So type them in the comments for us.
That'd be great.
So today we are sharing this book that you do it for 18 days. I think it might have taken us a little bit longer than 18 days.
We were very good about it.
But we did pretty well.
No, I read it every single day for
Okay.
I'm going to say we were faithful. We might have skipped a day and the next day did the two lessons, but only maybe twice.
Okay.
So honestly, 18 straight days for us to do anything consistently.
That was good.
Yay. And in the beginning of the book, I'll read this to you. It does say
the beginning has a lot of really good information.
A lot of really good information.
It does.
And when it tells you to do it, it does say that you can do this with a friend. It says
you can always do these things with a friend because it's more fun with a friend because
it can be effectively done over 18 days with 2 people visiting each other daily by phone or in person for a suggested 15 minutes. First, discuss each person's experience of the day's lesson before concluding. Read the next day's lesson aloud. So what's the first one? What's the very first overarching? Let's share with you really the premise of the whole thing. Okay, show them the book.
This is the book. And it has these.
It has cards.
These little cards.
It's called a mini course for life. There's a Facebook group.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second.
Oh, what she got?
So Ingrid wanted to be a stewardess and travel the world.
Oh, what a good one.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. We want to travel the world. Lots of places I want to go.
I want to see beautiful things.
Yes, I do.
I want to see beautiful.
Okay. Back to the book.
All right. So when you're looking for these kinds of things, I will say, we were both experiencing, I would say, conflict in a relationship.
In different areas.
And trying to figure out, how do I move through this and be the best person I can be? And understanding that these things are going to happen all the time. I would like to build my ability to handle conflict well. And so somehow this book came out, and the very first card
is it this one, right?
It said use this card daily. So look what this card says.
So it says, oops, let me put it over there so it's not on our faces.
There it is.
Use this card daily. Do I want to experience peace or do I want to experience conflict? And so conflict kind of like we kind of interpret it a little bit different, just like a problem in your life or whatever. But then you read the other side of the card and it has some other stuff for you. I keep doing it like that. And this one I really like. This was one of my favorite ones because it said, ask yourself the following question about every communication.
During this day.
Yes. Is this communication loving to the other person and to myself? So like everything you send, like an email, a text, a voice, like when you're talking to people on the phone, everything. And this one actually sits out next to my computer while I'm doing my work. And I read it all the time because that's something I think we need to keep in mind.
The key word about this particular request is loving.
Loving.
And I don't think we focus too much on that word. I mean, Valentine's Day and things like that. We don't really talk in that type of language. And so I think that was one of the most unique things about this book. You'll see that it's got hearts all over it. And the premise of this book is you either are experiencing fear or love.
And you can't have both at the same time.
Can't have both at the same time.
So which one do you want?
So push out your fear of not being heard or being upset about, not having your way, or that you're not gonna be able to get something done, or that you've not lived up to some expectation that you needed to do, by having a loving thought about yourself. So that was your favorite.
That was one of my favorites.
That was, well, this was the original. This was the everyday card. So then there's 18 cards.
Right. And they're all like different. What was another one of yours?
Well, I think one of the, I think this was interesting. I can see peace instead of this. So now part of conflict is that there is no peace. So that I think this book simplified things a little bit. Love or fear, fear or love. You know what I mean? It's not 10,000 options. It's just the two.
Right.
And same thing with the conflict and the peace. Like, I don't want conflict. I want peace in my heart. So this says, most of the time I see a fragmented world where nothing seems to make much sense. Is there number 6 in here?
No, you don't have your number 6.
Okay.
I don't know where your number 6 is.
It's probably in your car. Yeah. I have
want me to get mine?
Thing. Yeah, go get yours.
I'll get mine.
And I'll read this. So most of the time I see a fragmented world where nothing seems to make much sense. I feel like we're all kind of dealing with that now. The bits and pieces of my daily experience reflect the chaos I see within. Today, I welcome a new perception of myself and the world. Whenever I feel that my peace is threatened by anything or anyone, I will repeat to myself, I will choose to see the unity that is in peace instead of the fragmentation of fear. So I think that what we have going on today is information that's coming at us from left and from right, and from top and from bottom, and it is in pieces. And to kind of center yourself, like, I know what I believe, I know I think this is right, and I'm going to see unity, I'm going to see peace instead of this. And so that's what the first card is. So that's the one you set up on your card that day. Well, so, these are all little tips. We could give each other these tips all day long. Like, we could
but this is, I know.
But we did it consistently for the last 18 days. Yesterday was day 18. How different do you feel now, Risa?
It was good. It was really good because it kind of makes you stop a little bit and really think when you have some situation come up. So, how can I, what is the fear? What am I feeling? And how can I switch that and feel differently? How about you? I mean, you're so good at she's so much deeper.
Well, I do have devotional time. No, not that much deeper, but I do have a practice of reading scripture and of seeing, and being in prayer in the morning. But this one, every single day hit home with, where is it coming from? And
right, because we talked about that. Because the other part is you're supposed to do it with somebody so you can talk it through. So you can say, well, this is what I'm dealing with, or this is my issue. And you can talk it out and figure out, okay, well, what's the fear? What's that in relation to? What's the conflict?
And sometimes it was hard to identify it being a fear.
It didn't feel like
it's either love or fear. I don't know what you're talking about. It's love or I'm frustrated.
Right. But
is frustration a fear?
Well, because a lot of times it's just like a fear of, of not being good enough, not being heard, not being all those are actually.
It's not going the way I wanted it to go. I was wronged. You know what I mean? I'm not doing well with this. We got up late today. I'm frustrated. So what do I do?
Yeah. So it really just helped to talk it through. Of course, everything helps to talk it through because you get different perspectives. And then sometimes when you talk it out, it makes more sense. You see like, oh, that's silly, or why am I upset about that? Or, it just changes. Because when
and you're
things
so
are in
good at
your
asking me the
head,
questions. Like, you're so good at asking me
Really?
questions. You need a friend that can ask you questions. Yeah. You said to me, well, who is it? What's happening? Where is the conflict coming from? Where do you see, especially with that fragmented one?
That.
You're good at the
But
questions.
when you're doing everything in your head and you're just talking in your head, that's just really never that great a place to be.
It's good to have somebody pull you out of the
mire. It really is. It just helps to talk it out. I do so much better talking things out. Yeah.
Right.
So that's our tip for you today. It's an awesome book. If you want more information about that, let us know. There's also a group on Facebook where they talk about the book, and you can talk in the group and ask questions and all that kind of stuff.
And it's foundational. Peace in your life is a very foundational thing. And this came to me through someone that I knew, 25 years ago, who I visited, and is using this course as part of the training for their team and their business development.
Yeah.
And that it's good before we get going on anything here, let's talk about you. Let's talk about where you are in your being. And if we can move you from fear to love, like you said, I'm going to say loving things to you and to myself.
Right.
So for me to say, well, I'll just take care of that, that's not really loving me.
Right.
The best I could.
Right.
So
because we all want more peace in our life and more joy, and we want to feel love, and we want to be calm, right? At least, I mean, that's how I am. I want to have that. I don't want to be frustrated or irritated or angry or upset.
Right. So be able to handle the things as they come, because they're going to come. I mean, they're coming at us left and right. All these conversations, especially about what's going on.
It's really kind of how to become more, respond versus.
Instead of reacting.
Right. Respond instead of reacting. So it's really kind of to learn, how can I respond instead of be reactive.
Right. And there was a bit of an aha, I think, that I had too, that, I am afraid of reaction I'm going to get if I say that. So I'm just not going to say it. It does, you have to think about what you're going through and talk it through to maybe grow yourself.
Yeah. Well, you do. I think that helps to grow yourself. So if you want to grow yourself, we're your girls, because
we would love to be a part of that with you.
That's what we're trying to do. So we'd love to hear what you're working on, and post in the comments, reach out to us. And we'd love to know what books you're reading, because we're always looking for the next book to do.
Absolutely. And we've got one. So
it
will be a while when I get through this one, but once I do,
but I tend to go through several at the same time.
Well, I have a friend who just skims them all and is done like that. So whatever style you have.
See, I start a whole bunch, because one day I really need to listen to this, and one day I need to listen to that.
That's true. And the whole Audible thing is available as well.
Different things, and then I'm reading them too. Yeah, listen, I read.
We need to tell them about the Audible book about the poker player girl, the decision-making thing. There's a whole, we've got so much that we can share with you guys.
You have to tell me that later. Okay. I can't remember which one that is. So many books, so many good things.
So many good things.
Yes. So thanks for being with us. I'm Risa.
I'm Dawn.
And we're good friends. And we want to be your friend too.
Yes.
So I will post the link to the playlist for our other episodes. And you can find that in the comments. And if you're listening to the replay, hit #replay. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Monday. And I'm not sure what we're talking about on Monday yet, are we?
It's a secret.
It's a secret. We're gonna work on what we're talking about. We have lots of things to share.
I'm not sure which one.
I don't know. We have time.
And you all have a wonderful, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, have a happy Mother's Day. Do something fun. I'm gonna go swing through the trees.
She's gonna go swing through the trees.
Yes, it's gonna be fun. All right. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Take care.
Bye.